Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins and tonight it is One Sheet Wonder Night every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on my YouTube channel, The Stamp Camp. I come to you with a one sheet wonder. Tonight's cards are simply stunning. Did I say stunning? They are gorgeous. That is all because of the paper that I'm using. This month in my Stamp Camp at Home Card Club kit, I am featuring the Forever Love Specialty Designer Series paper. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but I'm going to be using one 12 by 12 sheet, and we are going to be making 6 fun fold cards using one 12 by 12 sheet. It is just gorgeous. This paper has a gold foiling running through it, and that's why it makes stunning cards. Let's change the camera and get started. Okay, so my club members do not need the bundle, but this is the bundle that coordinates with the paper. It is the Lifetime of Love bundle. It has some gorgeous dies and then your sentiments, some flowers that you can die cut, stamp and die cut. I'll show you what I did. The paper that coordinates with this, it's from the mini catalog. It is this gorgeous specialty paper. It is called Forever Love. We're going to be using this print right here tonight, but it is gorgeous. Remember I said that gold foiling? Each paper has that gold foiling in it on one side, and then the other side is just your flat printed paper like normal. Gorgeous prints. This paper also has a beautiful sheet that you can hand cut. There are some dies in the bundle, but I chose to hand cut mine out. It is totally up to you. And then I also stamped and embossed and die cut some out if you don't like the hand cutting. This is the print that we're going to be using tonight. Like I said, we're going to create 6 cards from one print. They are all the same fold, same card base. I'm just going to change up how I bling it out. So there's going to be six different ways that I blinged it out, and all the folds are the same. Now again, I said this is my card club kit for this month, so I'll just quickly show you what this is. The kit that my club members get. It's a half of that full pack of 12 by 12. They get a 6 by 12 of that pack. So I take the full pack, cut it in half, and they get the half. So they get that gorgeous print. They get the cut cardstock, die cuts, everything to create 8 cards. There's 4 different designs. They're going to create 2 of each. They also get a pack of the petal pink and pretty peacock foil gems and a full spool of the Simply Elegant gold trim. So that's their kit. I'll quickly go through the cards so you can see them. This is the card that they're going to create with their kit contents. And then we got this one right here. Gorgeous. We got this fun fold here. And then we got this unique belly band one that comes off, and then the inside does a little different fold. It still stands up like normal, but it kind of is on its own. So just a little something different there. So they're going to do 2 of each of these cards for a total of 8 cards. Now, if you would like to know more about my Stamp Camp at Home Card Club, there's a link under the video. It'll say show more. There's a link to my blog post that features that, tells you all about my club. So club members do get the download for my one sheet wonders that I do on Thursday nights that include the paper that they received in the pack. So they get the download with all the measurements to the cardstock, and then they get the pattern for the one sheet wonder. So just a bonus for card club members. So we're going to take this sheet right here, and I will tell you, if it's directional, you're going to, like, this is directional. I think this is the up and down way that I want it. So I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. So it's going to be 4 by 12. 4 by 12. And then this should be 4 by 12. Now the 12 by 12 sometimes run a little bit longer, so I just make sure that I got true, like that's just a little sliver off. Now I'm going to take all 3 of those 4 by 12s and I'm going to cut them all at one time. You may cut them separately, but to go a little faster, I'm going to cut them all at the same time. So my first 2 cuts are going to be at 3 inches. So 3 by 4, and I need 2 of those cuts. So 3 by 4. The next ones are going to be at 2 inches. 2 inches. And then 1 inch. So I'm going to line that up at 1 inch. And then I'm going to just make sure this is at 1 inch, just like that first cut when we cut. Sometimes it's a little longer because it's not it's a little bit bigger. Seems like tends to be a little bit bigger than a 12 by 12. Not much, but just a hair. So we have those are all 1 inch. So that's all your cutting of that 12 by 12. Now we're going to get 6 gorgeous cards from that 12 by 12 using my little pieces here. Now our card base, I went with the Thick Fairy Vanilla. This is Thick Fairy Vanilla. It's 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score this at 2 1/8, 4 1/4, and at 5 1/2. So you're going to do that to 6 pieces because we're going to have 6 card bases. Now I've already went ahead and pre-folded, glued everything, the other 5. So you're going to see me do this once. If you missed it, you can rewind the video. That's the beautiful part about video, is you can fast forward and rewind. So now I'm folding on those score lines. First I'm folding it in half, and then I'm going to fold it. I got a little something on my, and then fold this. It's going to be back like this. So this is what I'm calling a bookbinding Z-fold. So we're going to bind this, so it's like a bookbinding card, but it's going to Z-fold out like this. So that means I need to put my liquid glue right here for the bookbinding portion. I'm going to close that up, give that a good seal that shut. This comes back. Make sure that that's good and scored. Got a little adhesive on my finger. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is take our 1 inch strip, and that's going to go on this book binding section right there. So let me go ahead and stick that down. Like so. We're going to fold that in. Then you're going to take that 2 inch section, and that's going to go like on the inside on this edge. So we'll go ahead and stick that down. Like so. Then we're going to take our 3 inch piece, and I have another piece of Very Vanilla, and I did use the thick Very Vanilla. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to attach that. I don't think you can get a card that isn't stunning with this paper. It is just beautiful. This piece we're going to put over top of that, lining it up at the top and the bottom. It's going to look like it's got 3 panels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my liquid glue on this folded Z-fold part here. And then I'm going to come in with, and I'm kind of going to center it. Like so. You can kind of see it's I'm going to just try to even that out ever so slightly. All right. So you can see how it is kind of Z-folds out like that. So then I brought in some more dies because I love the Thoughtful Expressions dies. It's sold in a bundle, but I didn't use the stamp set. I just wanted the dies. And I wanted to bring out that gold foiling, so I die cut the gold foil with that Thoughtful Expressions die, and then I did the next size down in the vanilla. So we're going to stamp on there. We're going to stamp on there with Pretty Peacock ink. Now, if you do not have Pretty Peacock ink, it is not available at this time. There's been supplier issue with the ink and the paper. So if you do not have it, you could always use Versamark and gold embossing powder and emboss all your sentiments. So I'm going to stamp that. Congratulations on your wedding day. This sentiment is from the coordinating, what did I do with that? Lifetime of Love. So this is the bundle that goes with the paper. And that's where that sentiment came from. So we're going to attach this. So I'm kind of starting out a little basic, and then we're going to step up these sentiments as we go. And I did bring in some other stamps sets for sentiments just because I wanted a variety. So there's that mounted. It's kind of hard whenever you're using gold foiling. The camera likes to pick up that shine and kind of distort it a little bit. So I'm going to pop that up. So pretty easy, pretty simple so far. We're going to stick that right here on the front. Isn't that just gorgeous? I've already went ahead and tied me some bows from that gold Simply Elegant trim. And we're going to just kind of put that, you can put it in the center. I'm just going to kind of put it off to the side like so. If you want to trim up your ribbon ends so they're not so long, you can do that. And then I'm bringing in those Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock foil gems. They got a little gold in them as well. And we're just going to pop those up like so. Now for the inside, there is a gorgeous sentiment that goes along with this. It's a beautiful wedding card. Wishing you a lifetime of love and happiness. And it does fit. It's a little snug, but it will fit on the inside. Again, if you do not have the Pretty Peacock ink, go ahead and emboss with gold embossing powder on the inside. So there is that. Isn't that just beautiful? I think that is just stunning. And this paper, so pretty. So all 6 cards are going to be the same layout. We're just going to switch up the front. And you know I take it from basic and I step it up to the wow. So that's card number 1. Like I said, I've already went ahead and pre-did all the scoring and folding for the rest of the cards. So if you missed that, you can rewind the video when we're done, go back and catch how this card was created. I call it a Z-fold bookbinding card. So we're just going to attach all our pieces just like we did on the last one. So this you will have to watch me do over and over because I had to cut the cardstock first. So that's going to go on the inside, like so. The 3-inch piece is going to go very vanilla. And like I said, I did use the thick very vanilla. There is a thick and a regular. I'm using the thick. We're going to put our adhesive on the flap. And then line that up. Okay, I'm going to just let that sit there for a minute. Looks like it's straight. Okay, maybe it's a little there. That looks good. So for card number 2, what I did was I took those Thoughtful Expressions dies again, and you can see I die cut the center out because I can use that center for the first card. Nobody's going to know that that's die cut out. I took the larger of the Thoughtful Expressions die and die cut with the very vanilla, and see that's going to cover up where we die cut that out. On here, this time I'm not going to stamp a sentiment because sometimes I like my cards to be on hand for when I need one in an emergency, and this way I can use it for whatever occasion I need it for. Stamp on the inside what I need my occasion, and then it's just a gorgeous card for really any occasion that I need. If I need a birthday card or I need a sympathy card, I don't have to have that sentiment on the front because I can write that or stamp that on the inside and just have the front be gorgeous. So what I did on this one, this is from the paper itself. I just hand cut around one of the sprigs from the paper. I'm going to just pop that up on the front like so. So let me put this on my card. I think I'm going to just stick it right down because I'm going to pop the flowers up. So I'm just going to come around with my glue and we're going to put that right on the front. Like so. Then this we're going to pop up with some dimensionals. So if you don't like hand cutting, I'm going to show you some other options with the bundle. Club members do not need the bundle unless they want their sentiments to be identical to mine. And then if they also wanted to create these cards, they would probably want the bundle. So isn't that pretty? Then we're going to come in with another one of our tied gold bows. Let's see, I think I'm going to tuck it like in the bottom of this flower right there. And then I'll come in with those gems. And we'll just put a few of those around. Like so. So this card I can have on hand if I have a wedding, if I have sympathy, maybe thinking of you. awesome card for that. I can put whatever I want on the inside. Looks gorgeous folded up. It is pretty. So that is card number 2. All right, back to our folds again. Card number 3 here. We're going to take our 1-inch strip. We're going to put that along the side here. We're going to take our 2-inch strip. Don't you love it when you can use a whole 12 by 12 and not have any waste and end up with just stunning, stunning cards? Take my vanilla, my 3 by 4, and I am out of adhesive, so we're gonna refill that quickly. I knew it was on the ends of running out, so I'm kind of prepared. All right, there we go. Going to attach that to the Berry Vanilla. Put our, I'm gonna see about, put our glue on. The reason I'm using the glue here is just so I can slide it into place if I want it shifted one way or another, top, bottom, side, however I want it. So for number 3, we're going to kind of do like we just did. We're going to bring in our die cut piece, and then we have our Berry Vanilla die cut. And I'm going to stamp on this one. This is going to be another wedding. We're going to do the Pretty Peacock. Again, if you don't have the Pretty Peacock ink, you can emboss with gold embossing powder. We're going to do the Forever and Always sentiment. We're going to attach that to that gold. Whoops. Sometimes it doesn't come out, other times it comes out in a gush. I'm going to try to smooth that out just a hair, because I don't like to get glue on the gold, because that's always not so nice. So we're going to attach that to the gold, get that in place. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to attach it to the front. So far, kind of similar to the last one. Oh, I got glue on my thing, and now I got it on my front. No worries though, I think we're going to cover that up. So we got that down. Now I took another piece from the paper. Let me see if I got one die cut. And I hand cut from the paper. So we're just going to stick that on there. I'm going to pop that up. So this is just using another print from the pack that has some gorgeous bouquets in it. And we're going to just stick that right on there like so. Come in with another one of those gorgeous bows. I'm looking for my, here it is, pick tool here. And I think I'm just going to kind of, do I want it there or do I want it up here? Maybe I'll stick it right up there. You have lots of options. Come in with my jewels. So there is another gorgeous wedding. You could stamp that same sentiment on the inside that I used on the first card. At the end, I'll show you all 6. So you can see, oops, you can see all the differences in the sentiments and how I did those. So on to the next. Now we're going to bring in another stamp set because I would like a different sentiment than all wedding cards. So I brought in some other stamp sets, which I'll tell you which ones they are. And then the list of all the supplies that I used for these cards, you will find under the video. It'll say more or show more, something like that. You can find the whole list, and that will bring you, click on any of those supplies that you need. It will bring you to my online store. All right, so there's that. We're gonna put our liquid glue on the front. Place our piece over like that. Now for this next one, I wanted to change it up, so I went with a With Sincere Sympathy, and this is from the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set. And then I used another die from the coordinating bundle. I'll show you. I used this one right here, and I die cut out of the gold foil. Now you can see it's very thin, so you're going to want to use the adhesive sheets. But I did not want adhesive to go on these outside edges because they would overlap and stick on my card front. So what I did, here's my gold. I took the adhesive sheet and I think I cut it 2 inches all the way down. So you can see the adhesive did not go on those leaves. It only went on this very thin part here and here. And then because it leaves you with a little gold ring like this, there's no filler, it's just this small little gold ring. I used Very Vanilla and the Stylish Shapes circle dies and die cut that, and then you get this. So you can see how fine that gold is, and that's why you're going to want to use that adhesive sheet. And then I attached it to the Very Vanilla, it's kind of hard to see, circle die. I stamped With Sincere Sympathy using that Pretty Peacock. And we're going to stick that on the front there. So I'm going to just stick that down. And see how they hang off? I have no adhesive on those, so I don't have to worry about them sticking to my where I don't want them to be. So just like that. Then I took these images here and these, and I embossed them on gold on Pretty Peacock cardstock. So if you don't have Pretty Peacock cardstock, you're going to have to cut them out of the paper like I did the first few. So there's lots of different ones that you can cut out of the paper, because right now you cannot get the Pretty Peacock cardstock. But what I did was I stamped them using Versamark ink, gold embossing powder, heat set them, and then die cut them out with the coordinating dies. So there I have those beautiful flowers. We're going to pop them up at the bottom like so. So I think one-dimensional will be fine. So I'm going to put 2, and I'm kind of going to interlock them a little bit like that. And then I'm going to take my gold tied bow here. And I'm going to just put that, I think I put it on an angle. Like so. And then we'll come in with those gems again. So I just wanted a little something different. I really like that gold kind of ring, but again, it's very thin, so you're going to want that adhesive sheet. So tomorrow, they don't show very well here on camera, but tomorrow if you go to my blog, www.TheStampCamp.com, at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll be able to see all 6 of these cards up close on my blog post. So you can see just how pretty they are. All right, 2 more to go. So again, our little strip, 1-inch strip here to the side, and then our 2-inch, that's going to go on the inside like so, and then our piece for the front. Like that. Put our adhesive on our panel. On there. So now for the next one, I did the same thing with the ring, and I stamped forever and always. But I thought it needed a little something behind, so I thought we'd step that up, and I have that gold behind. So I just need to put my adhesive around the outside edge of this. And then we'll put it right on here. Make sure that looks straight. That looks good. And I'm going to stick that right down. You could pop it up, but I'm going to put a bouquet popped up, so I don't want to get too much popping up going on. Again, this is the only part that has the adhesive. Oh, I had something on my finger. Of course I did. Let's get this adhesive eraser. So here's one of the sprigs that I stamped on the pool party and then embossed with gold embossing powder and die cut out with the dies that came from the set. Let's see, I'm going to put that sprig across the bottom here like so. So I'm going to pop that up. And I'm just going to go across the top edge because we got a couple layers here at the bottom. Let's see, that looks pretty good, just like that. And then we'll come in with our, and I'm going to do it up in the corner here. I kind of like that off to the side. You could also do it across the top, but I like it right there. And then we'll use our gems again. Like so. Isn't that pretty? So you could get the same look with the paper. This is from the paper, and this is actually embossed on the pretty peacock. All right, so pretty. So we're down to our last one. So we'll attach our strips. Put our strip on the side here. And our 2-inch. Make sure we got it going in the right direction. And then we have one more. So like I said at the beginning, all the cards, the layout, the cut, the scoring are done the same for every one. The only difference was how I did the sentiment on the top. I think I want it to be a little bit tighter. So for this one, it's my sister's birthday this couple days actually. So I wanted to make this a birthday card for her. So I wanted a birthday sentiment. Hold that in place. So for that, I wanted it to be a little bigger, so I went with the bold bouquet, and I wanted that happy birthday right there. So I stamped that onto my very vanilla circle, but this, because it was so big, instead of having like the leaf sprigs on the side, I did them top and bottom, so that gave me thinner here on the side so I could fit that whole happy birthday. And I like having that gold behind, so we're going to put that behind there. So again, I'm going to tightly go around the side edge of the to try to get that nice and straight on there, like so. And we're going to stick it right down on the top, just like I did the other ones, because I'm going to be popping up. I got glue. So I'm just going to hold that there a second. And then these I stamped on Pretty Peacock with Versamark ink, gold embossing powder, and then heat set die cut them out. So we're going to pop those up. I'm thinking I'm going to do 3. Kind of like that. Do you think that's pretty? So let me get my dimensionals in here. And we'll put one there. The teeny dimensionals would probably be best, but I think we're okay. I'm going to put one down here. That's pretty too, but I think I kind of like another one over here. Or then it makes me feel like I got to put one there. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it at 2. I think I like 2. And then we're going to come in with our gold bow. Let's see, where do I want to put this? Where do I want to put this? Should I do it on this side? Up here? Maybe I'll do it up here. That's pretty. And then we'll come in with these. Maybe I'll do all big ones of the gems. Put one up there. So pretty. I think she's going to love that birthday card. Okay, so that is all 6 of our One Sheet Wonder cards for tonight. It is the same layout, same fold, same score lines, just a little bit different decorating on the front. See if I can get all 6 in here. And I went with sympathy, we got wedding, this could be anniversary as well, and then birthday. You think I can fit? I gotta move these over, and I can probably fit all 6. Let's see. There's our 6. Simply gorgeous, all a fun fold. I call that a bookbinding Z fold. Excuse me. Very cool. You can do them without a sentiment on the front, so you can use them for however you want. But these 3 sentiments came from the Coordinating Lifetime of Love bundle. Those beautiful dies are the Thoughtful Expressions dies. And then I also brought in, excuse me, the Stylish Shaped Circle dies. That is it for tonight. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, share, click on that bell in the upper right hand corner so you always know when I go live. That is it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by.